Good morning. Thanks for joining us for the News 12 FastCast. I'm Nick Proto. It's 7:30 here on our Wednesday, June 11th. A project in the works that will hopefully make it easier on traffic for parents and students. Columbia County Engineering says it's racing against time and the weather to bring a roundabout to Riverwood Parkway before your child heads back to school in the Greenbrier area. Now, we were on site yesterday as contractors were out there measuring and marking out where the circle will be, as well as the medians. This is a mini roundabout, it's what it's going to be. And the county says this is a traffic circle will make the intersection safer and more efficient for those of you who use it on a daily basis. Columbia County engineer Kyle Titus says along with the recent rain, construction is moving along.
Project is on schedule. It's going relatively smoothly. The bulk of the work is, again, surface improvements. So we're confident that, weather permitting, we will stay on schedule. We're not doing a lot of heavy excavation or utility work, so we're hopeful that it will continue to progress smoothly and will be opened up before school starts back.
Those of you who use Riverwood will start to see new traffic pattern signs as early as next week, while contractors race against the August deadline. Here's an example of what your voice can do at the local level. After thousands of Augustans signed a petition for commissioners to improve Diamond Lakes Park, city leaders are ready to do so. Commission met at the committee level yesterday and approved a list of improvements. The next step is to show it to the full commission. Augusta Parks and Rec, Central Services, and Engineering presented what it would cost to make the park efficient for the community. If you'd like to see the exact breakdown of the costs, we have that on our website, wrdw.com, but the total comes in at about $491,000. That is below the $500,000 set aside from SPLOST 8. We will let you know if this gets approved. A woman behind bars accused of killing a man back in April. June James was arrested yesterday, charged with murder. Richmond County investigators say she killed 32-year-old Devin Shade. He was found in a wooded area on McNutt Road. They say he was shot at least once days before he was found. The GBI ruling Shade's death a homicide. Also, for the past several weeks, investigators found more evidence connecting James to Shade's death. Developing this morning, President Donald Trump announcing he will restore the names of several military bases that had been renamed in recent years. Now we know our local post, Fort Eisenhower, is included in that. An Army spokesperson says it'll revert back to Fort Gordon, this time honoring Master Sergeant Gary Gordon, a Medal of Honor recipient who fought in Somalia. The Army post received its new name, Fort Eisenhower, by a panel tasked with removing Confederate symbols after 2020. Fort Gordon used to honor John Brown Gordon, a Confederate general who later served as a U.S. Senator and Georgia governor. It became Fort Eisenhower to honor the former president, former World War II general, and the man well known for enjoying his time in Augusta. We're working to find out how soon that name could change. The Army spokesperson says the Secretary of the Army will take immediate action to rename the post and several others. This happened earlier this year. Both Fort Bragg and Fort Benning's names were restored, but to recognize non-Confederate soldiers. Votes will not count for a Public Service Commission candidate we've been following for District 3 as Democrat Daniel Blackman was disqualified. State leaders say he hasn't lived in Fulton County long enough to run. A Superior Court judge issued a temporary order to review this and ultimately upheld it. Now, you still may see his name on the ballot, as signs will be posted at election sites to let you know that he has been disqualified from that race. Now, there are still some people in the running, as you can see right here on your screen. You've got Republican Fitz Johnson and then Democrats Peter Hubbard, Robert Jones, and Keisha Waits. Now, this is for a special primary to decide the nominations. District 2 also has a special election here. Lee Munns of Harlem is challenging incumbent Commissioner Tim Echols on the Republican side of that ballot. And there's only one Democrat in the running, Alicia Johnson. Now, early voting ends on Friday. In Augusta, you can go to the Municipal Building, the Henry Brigham Community Center, Robert Howard Community Center, or the Warren Road Recreation Center from 8:30 to 6. In Columbia County, you can only vote at Building G3 in Evans from 8 to 5. Your vote matters because the commissioners decide how much you'll pay for electricity, phone service, and natural gas. So make sure you get out there and get your voice heard for that. That's going to do it for the news side of things this morning. We're going to send it over now to First Alert meteorologist Mikkel Hannah Harding live for us in the studio this morning. Mikkel, it feels like we are just constantly tracking rain out there over the last 7 days or so, and doesn't look like it's going to be changing really anytime soon.
Definitely, Nick. It's been a very active pattern really since Memorial Day from what I can remember. It's crazy. And we're looking at more rain chances in the forecast today as we head through the weekend, unfortunately. But radar, you can see we had some storms out there this morning. These have since just really dissipated. A light area of rain that never really made it into Edgefield County successfully, and seeing some nice clearing outside of our studios now. The sun is getting higher in the sky. I believe it's about right here. And then you can see just some of this fog out there this morning. So plenty of that to go around. 69 winds are calm at Bushfield Airport. A lot clearer sky out there, and current visibility, we're doing pretty good. A lot of that fog starting to lift and dissipate elsewhere outside of Augusta. Barnwell, though, still some patchy fog, and we'll continue to see improving conditions fog-wise as we head through about 11 a.m. Temperatures in the low 80s, though, as quickly as about 11 a.m. this morning. So it's going to be a quick warm-up and a hot, humid day out there as we see high temperatures near 90, keeping the chance for some isolated storm activity along with some widely scattered showers. Tonight into tomorrow morning, we'll look at temperatures near 70 for the wake-up, partly cloudy skies out there. And rain chances sticking around the next 5 days. So, again, just keep the rain gear nearby. We are keeping those daily rain chances in play the next 7. But the good news is that by the middle of next week, we do start to see those rain chances trending down. But with that, we'll see heat going up, those temperatures in the low 90s by Monday.